Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here on this Friday morning. We're going into the last weekend of October. Is that hard to believe? Next Friday will be in November, so let's go ahead and enjoy this weekend. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center, right there at the corner on Highway 77 and Baldwin Road. It's going to be high today, 80, low 64, and our water temperature now is hanging between 78 and 79 degrees, so getting some good action right there. Our tide chart, well, I don't have our river readings this morning, so that's brought to us by Mountain Dew, so we'll catch up on that Monday. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Long. We're sort of looking at neap tide today on the 25th. Not a lot of movement. We have a high tide at 8:25, then a low tide at 3:57, then another high tide at 9:59. Anytime you see three tides in one day, you know those are little neap tides and not a lot of movement. The wind direction coming out of the northeast at about 10 miles an hour. So be aware of that. We're not going to have a lot of movement there as far as the tide, though. Let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Look, we're going to set up this video now. We got a pretty long video of some freshwater fishing with my buddy Scott Lindsay. We get together every now and then and just like to go fishing. He didn't give me much of a warning. I was actually in town. He called and said, "Hey, you want to go fishing?" I said, "Yeah, let me get home and get my stuff together." So we had a good time. It's always fun fishing with Scott, and we caught some nice brim and shell cracker and some bass and all. So we're gonna shoot this video. We're gonna roll it, and then when we come back, we're going to do our drawing for our seafood and also do our famous Friday fishing report. So Jeff, let's go and roll this video. All right, up here in Ebro, stop here to get some. I'm gonna fish with Scott Lindsay, and guess what I'm gonna get right here? All right, I'm gonna catch me 50 crickets. 50 crickets. You see them in here. Cricket City. Cricket City. All right, I'm gonna turn this off and catch them. They're hard to count. Here we go. What are you doing over there now? Huh? What are you doing? Moving a turtle. That's so sweet of you. I'm gonna put you on Panhandle Outdoors. All right, folks, we out here on a fishing trip. My buddy Scott Lindsay called me up about 2 hours ago. I was on 23rd Street. He said, "You want to go fishing?" I about to take Gail out to eat, so I'm in the doghouse now. Speaking of dogs, Scott, tell us about the dog.
He is down there where it is cool on that water on that boat. I can't leave the house. He's like that credit card. You can't leave the house without him.
All right, how you fishing today?
I'm fishing with this little lure old boy up in Alabama built called Killer. Little spinner bait with 4-pound test line. Oh Lord!
Oh, you had a good hit.
Nice bite.
This is a beautiful, beautiful place to fish.
Not a breath of air.
Yeah, it's still a little warm. Yeah, we got a boat in. About it being so low, we had trouble getting a boat in.
Boy, howdy did we. He's trying to get over there and get on your cork.
There you go. That didn't take long. We've been here about 3 minutes.
A little shell cracker. A little shell cracker.
All right, my cork is under. Oh, whoa.
That's a nice hen bluegill.
All right. All right, Scott, what you got there, buddy?
He took a bluegill, if I ever seen one.
Yes, sir.
Look at that thing.
That's pretty.
He wants to go up to Catherine Ray's, and she's probably make a meal out of him.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep that one. All right.
Yeah, he'll rise.
Uh-oh.
Looks like he swallowed it.
He did swallow it, sure did.
That's where those hemostats come in handy.
Yep, I'm gonna have to grab that. All right, Scott hooked up on one.
Yeah, he's a fine too. Look out, he's gonna jump, he's gonna jump. Well, he almost jumped.
There it is, there you go.
Jump. Thinks he's a tarpon. Thinks he's a tarpon. Whoa. This is only 4-pound test line. I don't know if a half a pound bass will break it, but he's doing his best.
Well, that's a bass.
Yeah, it is. This is black as smut.
Scott, tell us about the sculling that you do.
Sculling is just about a lost art entirely. You don't see, boats are not built for sculling anymore. They're built for electric motors.
All right, Scott's on his fly fishing now. It's a beautiful afternoon, and the
Like I was saying, these boats are not built for sculling. They're built for electric motors. And when your electric motor runs out, or breaks, or the battery gives out, you just about out of luck. If you don't have a tiller on your boat.
So what age did you learn how to scull?
My daddy was sculling when there was no electric motors when I was growing up. It was all paddle or scull. I reckon I learned pretty early. Most people wouldn't take you fishing with them if you didn't know how to scull, because they didn't want to scull you around all day. So if you wanted to go with the big boys, you had to learn how to scull. Well, I tell you what, Winston, they're not. This is fly rod weather. They're just not fly rodding it. This pond, if you look out here at these trees, you see a line on these trees. This pond is generally, I would say, 5 feet higher than it is right now.
Yeah, you can see the watermarks on the trees.
There just is no water. And if this pond wasn't supplied with well water, with the spring, there wouldn't be any water in here at all.
So the spring underneath here?
It's here, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like one of these springs you see on the river where you can look down in it, but it's here.
That's a pretty spot right there. Now, one of them will come up on that one.
You hear that pileated woodpecker?
Yeah, he's getting a nibble. That's what that was, a woodpecker.
That was one of those pileated. They call them Lord God. That's the first one they ever saw. The fellow said, "Lord God, what a woodpecker!" And it's kin to the ivory bill.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't have any ivory bills anymore.
You ever hear anything else about the ivory bill woodpecker?
Not a thing.
They quit talking about them, didn't they?
They give up on them.
But they were looking for them in this Choctachi River Valley, wasn't
Oh,
they?
yeah, they were hunting them hard and heavy. But I think the last ivory bill woodpecker died a lonely death out there by itself.
Yep. But now you say your son saw a panther not too long ago, didn't he?
It was several years ago, but right up here where he hunts, he was here. He gets here way before daylight. and he had one run across the road in front of him. He said the cat was so big that it hit the side of the road, and the center line, it hit the side of the road, hit the center line, and then bounced over, and it was off the road that quick.
Wow.
They're here. Don't you let anybody tell you they're not. They are here.
Yeah, I believe they are too.
I don't think FWC wants you hunting them with dogs, and nobody wants you fooling with them. So they claim there's not any, so the people won't go out and look for them, but there's too many being seen. Kind of like these spaceships. Too many people seeing one for there not to be one somewhere. Now there have been days, Winston, when you couldn't throw a fly out there without one knocking it out of the water, but that ain't today.
I'm gonna throw my cricket back out there, I think.
I think cricket is the name of the game.
All right, you got one, Scott?
Yeah, he'll ride. If he ain't a bass.
Oh,
And
man.
he is.
That's a bass, no man.
How about that? That'd have been a nice brim, wouldn't it?
So you going back to your spinnerbait?
Yeah, they wouldn't.
That's pretty.
They wouldn't hit that fly at all. And you couldn't ask for any prettier day.
What you think? You having fun? How old is he?
He's between 8 and 10. We're not sure. I don't know how old he was when I got him.
Yeah.
But you cannot leave the house without him. He'll soar like a young'un.
Oh, I got another one here.
A big old hoss. Don't be a bass now. Don't be a bass.
Oh man!
That camera knocked him off.
Well, I believe we got his head on camera. I don't know what it was.
It was a little bluegill.
It was a bluegill?
Yeah.
I just saw his head. Doggone it.
Well, he wasn't a little bluegill.
No, that was a nice fish. All right, there's a pretty one I just brought in. Let's see. There he is. Hooked right in the lip. Can y'all see that? Hooked right in the lip. What you think, buddy?
Was he out in the middle or close to the back?
Most of the fish we're catching are sort of out in the middle. It's interesting.
Or maybe we should be fishing out in the middle of the boat.
Yeah, he fish where it bite him. All right, look at this one, Scott. He took it and went straight down. There's some fine fish in here.
Did he swallow it?
No, it's right there on the. There you go. Right there.
Well, look how black he is.
He is dark, isn't he? That's a pretty fish.
That's a nice fish. I know Catherine Ray will enjoy putting that in the grease.
We're going to give these fish away.
I'm going to take these up to Catherine Ray and see if she'll. I just heard one strike. See if she'll eat them.
All right. There you go. What is that?
He's a dang fine.
Wait, look at that. That's a big. What is that? It's paddling over there toward him. That thing is huge. What, look at that. Doggone it. Broke it off. That thing was about a 15-pound bass. It was at least 15 pounds, maybe 20 pounds. That might have been a world record
When
bass.
he get away, he could weigh 25.
And ooh, look at that one, Scott.
That's a nice little old brim.
I'm gonna try to look at there. I landed by myself with the camera.
Right there.
All right, we got a couple good brims. Got them cooking them brim tonight.
Pretty quick, you can leave Gail at the house.
I missed my camera, lady. Oh, well.
Water?
Nope, he's right there. He got it right there on the lip. Let's see. That's about the same size as the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a meal right there. Ow.
I'll tell Catherine. She can send you a thank you note. So last year we didn't catch none of them.
Hand size. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are we going to do now, baby?
Maybe put them in the box.
Let's see.
Don't drop that in the water.
I know it.
Or knock me in the
Oh,
water.
yeah, you don't get to see this, folks. It ain't bothering him. Excuse me, man, let me get the fish. Don't let it bother you now, okay? Hold on. Don't let us disturb you. You okay now?
He said about the only thing that bothers me is when they don't feed me. That bothers me.
Oh, we got some fish in there.
Doing pretty good right here in the dark.
We're doing real good right here.
And me too.
You got one?
It's not big as yours.
Let's see. There he is.
I don't want that sea monster that you had a hold of a while ago.
I swear. Ooh, man.
There, what a pretty
Look
fish.
at there. Beautiful.
Oh, man. We got here too early, Weston. We should have got here a little later and brought our flashlight. Look at that bow tie under him.
Look at that. All right, folks, we fished about dark 30. Scott, we did good.
I think we did.
We sort of located them in one area over there, and they're pretty steady.
I think we did better than a lot of folks going up the mountain. What you think?
I think so. I'm gonna swing.
Let's go.
We're gonna swing around. We're gonna swing around. I want to look at this moon. This moon's something special or not. There it is. Beautiful place here. The deer be walking. And the brim will be biting, and the bass will be jumping in the boat, like we just had. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. That was some exciting fishing. Just catching those brim and shell cracker. That's just fun fishing. Hope you get a chance to do that pretty soon. Now's a good time of year to do it. Got some water back in the creeks and all. But before we get it further, let's go ahead and do our drawing for our seafood. Okay, and our winner of the $20 gift certificate for some seafood down. It wasn't actually not a certificate. It's going to be all the way from Carabelle, Gerald Farmer. Okay, he won that one. Then the red snapper. And this is the last weekend of snapper season now locally, so we're going to talk about that in a second. From Weewall, Jep Sasser. From Carabelle and Weewall. We got viewers from all over, so congratulations. Let's go ahead and take a look at our fishing report real quick. The notes I took down from this week and all. On the kings, okay, right near shore, the kings are pretty strong out there. King mackerel fishing is really picking up strong. Snapper fishing, actually, the water's clearing up now from the storm last week. Snapper fishing, actually, the reports I got, they were closer it was better closer in than out there, 7 or 8 miles and all. Most people are catching between the 4 to 6 to 7 mile mark, right in that little section right there. And it's a lot of white snapper and being caught, and the water temperature has been really strong. Let's take a look now inshore. Basically on the inshore fishing, we got neap tides this weekend and all, but surf fishing for pompano is what I want to. I'd like to recommend y'all going all the way from West End. We'll talk about the West End, where they're fishing out here, all the way from the seaside area. Get out there early before the crowd gets there. Surf fishing the pompano should be coming in. They should be out there this weekend, so I want to recommend that. Really strong, all the way down to the Cape and all the way down to St. George Island. I'll be surf fishing for pompano, and also you're going to catch some whiting, so you get a good mess of fish to eat and all. We also are going to have some good fishing for redfish. Redfishing is going to be excellent. Now next weekend is the Elizabeth Bardolph Memorial Tournament, so you can do some scouting for that. We're going to talk about that some during the week. But like I said, this weekend, what we're really looking for is again, the red fish are going to be all through this area here. The report now from Choctawhatchee Bay, they're still got a lot of fish up in this northern end coming through here. It's really, they're coming out. What they're doing, they're getting over there, all the bait fish, and I've seen it myself on North Bay, where I live. This past week, I've seen so many birds diving in this little section right in here. And if they're diving here, the bait fish are all through here, and also the bait fish is on into West Bay. Okay, up in this, so both creeks coming into here is going to be good. The point here is going to be good. It's just going to be excellent fishing. And Apalachicola Bay, I talked to Lee Conard, who has a place down in Apalachicola Bay, and they catching up on the upper end. They're catching redfish. They're catching redfish and bass all throughout these feeder creeks here. And it's just been really good fishing this past week after the storm. So I want to encourage you to take advantage of it. Got to wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed that video. You have a great weekend now. Do something outdoors and do something good for your fellow man. Enjoy your day and have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.